Uh, last class we stopped in between with some problem with the answer. I think B positive, B negative, we are not taken care that carefully. Let us analyze on this now. 84. Yeah. So I think first of all they should have given mod A greater than mod B greater than 0, just to understand it is a horizontal hyperbola whose measure is x-axis. So now I have to take two cases, I guess, where B is positive and B is negative. The parabola is x square equal to 4 into y plus b. If b is greater than 0, in that case, the parabola's vertex is here. And anyway, it is upward parabola. And it would have been like this. Latus rectum somewhere here. And these two are the foci, and this would have been the square. I think this is what we tried, we did not get, maybe we'll see once. This is AE comma 0, this is minus AE comma 0. For the parabola, the focus is 0 comma 1 minus b. If b is positive, that 1 minus b may be positive or may be negative. Okay, it may be little up or it may be down. It may be too wide, I don't know. Okay. Normally, without this b, focus is 0 comma 1. With this, the y coordinate has to come down by minus b units. I think that's right. And length of latus rectum is 4, so this is 2. This is 2 comma 1 minus b minus 2 comma 1 minus b. Whether b is more than 1, less than 1 also, that problem also will come. We have to look at that also. Okay. Anyway, so 2AE is the length of the square one way. That should be same as 4. And that also should be same as mod 1 minus b. I want to take height as this. Again, I can take case where 0 less than b less than 1 and b greater than 1, two cases. Okay. Either case, AE is 2, no doubt. Here also AE equal to 2. If b is between 0 to 1, this I think I should take 1 minus b. 4 equal to 1 minus b, b equal to minus 3 is actually meaningless because it doesn't belong to this case and b is positive. Okay. And if a is, if I take this case, I should take b minus 1. 4 is equal to b minus 1, b equal to 5, b is positive, everything looks fine. And I think last time here only we got some answer. Okay, so the answer is not there, so we stopped it maybe. What is that they want anyway? Eccentricity. A square e square is equal to a square minus b square. This is 4, this is a square, this is minus 25. So a square is 29. And when I divide, e is coming, I should square this and divide. So e square will come 4 by 29. E is equal to 2 by root 29. Or let us square and divide directly. A equal to root 29 and e is equal to 2 by root 29. I think nothing wrong. This option is everything is fine. Okay. Only thing is that the figure would have been not upward. 2 comma minus 4. Where would have been that? That would have been here in this quadrant only. Okay. How can it be down? Maybe it's a ellipse where the foci are very, very close. AE value is very small. But parabola is, that is, ellipse is quite big. I can have a too big an ellipse. But foci are very close to the center, quite possible. And I can have a parabola like this where the latus rectum is right here. And I'm sure I can get a square like this, quite possible. Okay, that is this case. I should draw some figure like this also. But your ellipse you should not draw too broad. somewhat like this, where take the parabola, draw like this. First construct the square and then put the foci here. Okay, you can see here A is very small, B is quite big, even A is also quite big. Okay. And A and B are quite close. Okay, so it is very close to circle. Okay, so nothing wrong. Last time this answer is not there, so time is also up. We stopped it. Coming to B less than 0, written the question over it is mentioned. If B is -1, what would have happened? This is still upward parabola because of the positive this one. But the vertex is 0 comma minus B, and that B is negative means minus B is positive. So vertex would have been here, it would have been upward parabola starting from there. So that is ellipse is like this, your parabola is like this. Okay, and it has latus rectum somewhere here, and now it's quite possible that this is a square. Okay, that is another figure. One should not think vertex 0 comma minus B means here only. That is only when B is positive. So when B is negative, it would have been like this. Then what would have happened? That point B is negative, so 1 minus B is positive. So that is straight away 1 minus B. Will any of my equations will change? I'll get 1 minus B here, not B minus 1. But I've got this, and B is negative is accepted. Okay. So now what would have happened? I would have got still AE equal to 2. I would have got this equation that 4 is equal to 1 minus B and B is positive. And then B is equal to minus 10. Okay. You cannot draw this figure and say B equal to minus 10. That is meaningless because vertex will not be here, vertex will be here. But this figure is okay because this vertex is 0 comma minus B. Okay. Now I think we'll get the other option where B square equal to 9 and this one A square E square is equal to A square minus B square. And I put B square as 9 and this is 4. 13 will come. A square equal to 13 and A equal to root 13. Is the answer 2 by root 13? Huh? Yeah, 2 by root 13 is there. So at least equal to AE by A, which is 2 by root 13. So root 2 by root 29 is also valid. And 2 by root 13 is also valid. One of them is this kind of figure. One of them is this okay for 84?
Yes, sir.
Actually, this ellipse question can be easily given as more than one answer because two options are also nice. Okay, I'm going to erase. Is it okay? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 85. Generally, we have seen this kind of question in a slightly different way, but it's okay. What is that? Normally, what we are seeing is this also there, I think, somewhere in our material. You take a circular sheet, you remove some part of it, or you can accept this and reject this either way, no problem. Basically, take a sector, join the two ends, you'll get a cone. Okay. So sometimes the last disc is there. That is, there is a metal sheet on the form of a disc circle. Take a sector. You can take this much sector or this one or any size sector you take. Join the ends, you'll get a cone. What is the maximum volume? Okay, we have seen that type of question in first year IP or first year means in application derivatives, maximum. Now they ask reverse. This is also not a new question. That is, the volume of the cone that you have to make is fixed. Okay, you can take any radius, any height, no problem, but its volume is fixed. But to make that cone, you might have used some sheet like this where you might have rejected some sheet. Okay, they want that sheet radius should be maximum or something. A sector is removed from a metallic disc and the remaining region is bent in the shape of a circular funnel, the least possible diameter of the disc. Okay. So what you are using, what is the radius of that? Volume is fixed and they're asking. Okay, so directly we will take the sector that we are using, that part of the disc. I'll take this radius is r and this is theta. Then I make it in the form of a cone. Okay. What will be the radius of the cone, height of the cone, diameter of the cone? Let us look at that. This length will be r theta. Okay. And that r theta is for our cone perimeter. This r theta will be perimeter. So the cone that we take, okay, draw a circle and draw. For that, this r will be the slant height. And this total, let us call this base radius as some. Actually, I should have taken this as capital R. Just a minute. So this will be capital R, this will be capital R. This, if I take a small r, the 2 pi r is equal to r theta. Okay. From that, I'll get what is r in terms of theta maybe. And now, what is the volume of this? 1/3 pi r square h. Volume equal to 1/3. Volume is already given, but it may not matter so much. I want to write everything in terms of what? In terms of theta and capital R. And then we'll get capital R in terms of theta and minimize it. If I take this as x and this as y, I'll get volume in terms of x and y. Then I have to find the root x square plus y square's maximum value. Like that also I can do it because it's not necessary that I have to worry about it. Another way to do should be I can take x here and this height as y. and volume is equal to 1/3 pi x square y. That is fixed. And this slant height is my radius, so root x square plus y square is maximum. I think that makes it more simple. Okay, that is not complicated. Only you have to recognize the radius of the disk is nothing but a slant height. That's all. Another way of asking the same question is, there are many cones of same volume. Which one has the maximum slant height? Am I right? Then I take least diameter or least radius. Okay, fine. Okay, so volume equal to 1/3 pi x square h, and the diameter of the so-called disk, which is if this is slant height L, will be 2L, and that will be 2 into root over x square plus y square. 2 into root over, in the place of x square, I can substitute this 3v by pi y plus y square. Okay. So now they're asking what is the minimum value of this. How to find the minimum value of this? You can use calculus. Find the derivative of this equated to 0, you'll get y value and put that back. But purposely I want to avoid that. I want to use AMGM inequality and show you. I'm taking this into two parts. 3v by 2 pi y, another 3v by 2 pi y plus y square by 3. For three things, the arithmetic mean is greater than or equal to the geometric mean, which is cube root of this product, 3v by 2 pi y into 3v by 2 pi y into y square. One may say, why did you split this into two things? If I apply directly AMGM inequality, I will not get y cancelled. The product of these two will not be cancelled, right? Y. But if I write it as sum of two things, that is, this has half of that plus half of that, in geometric mean, when I multiply this y square got cancelled, I got a constant which gives me the minimum value straight away. And this is back to this. Okay. So this is again 3v by pi y plus y square by 3 is greater than or equal to cube root of y square, and this got cancelled. I got 9v square by 4 pi square. Okay. I have to send this 3. And what is v square given? V is given 2 root 3 pi. So now v is 2 root 3 pi means v square is 12 pi. 12 pi square. When I substitute 12 pi square, it nicely will come 3. You can see that what happens. What is 9v square by 4 pi square? It will be 3. No, v square by 4 pi square is 3. It will be 9v square by 4 pi square will be 9 into 3, 27. So they gave such a way that this cube root will come an integer, I guess. Maybe. So this is coming 3 now. And this 3 will go there and it will become 9. So 3v by pi y plus y square is greater than or equal to 3 into 3. This is 9 into 3. Okay, this 3 goes there and this value is 3 from this 9. Square root of 9 is 3 and 2 into 3 is 6. That's the least diameter. Okay, which implies D minimum is equal to 2 into 3, which is 6. Okay. If somebody doesn't want to use M, is this clear or anybody any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Otherwise, if somebody want to use calculus, what will happen to this D? 2 into 3 into what is volume? I'll substitute it. 2 root 3 pi by pi y plus y square. If I take d square, it will be 4 into pi and pi will cancel. I'll get 6 root 3 by y plus y square. If I want to find the minimum of this, I have to differentiate it. So derivative minus 6 root 3 by y square plus 2y equal to 0. That is going to give you y cube is equal to 3 root 3 and y equal to root 3. When I put that y equal to root 3, the square minimum will come. When I put root 3, it will be 6. When I put root 3, it will be 9. 4 into this is 3 only. 4 into 9, 36. So d minimum will be 6. One may say first derivative is 0, it can be minimum or maximum. I'm sure you can look for second derivative or the sign change. That the derivative changes from minus to plus, decreases and increases. All right, I'm going to erase this whole thing. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 86. Yeah, we're doing fundamental theorem. Yeah, should have started other way. It's okay. So coming to 86, g of 0 is 0. We can easily see that because lower limit and upper limit are 0. And 0 plus 0 minus both limits I don't have to find. Let me write this. G of x is equal to 0 to mod x 3 by 4 t power 2 by 3 sine 1 by t dt. Okay, so they want limit extends to 0 g of x by x, which is 0 by 0 form. So I can use a L'Hospital rule, g dash x by 1. And also one more thing, that 0 plus and 0 minus have same limits. Okay, that is because mod x is there. Whether you take x negative or positive, it will be same, even function. Okay, now limit extends to 0. Fundamental theorem if you use, in the place of t, we have to put this. So mod x power 3 by 4 whole power 2 by 2. Sine of 1 by mod x power 3 by 4. That's it. And derivative of that I should not forget, which is 3 by 4 into x power 1 by 4. I'm only taking 0 plus, let us say, because 0 minus will come same. So x power 3 by 4, 3 by 4, x power minus 1 by 4. Limit extends to 0 plus. What happens is T3 will cancel. We'll get x power 1 by 2. Sine of 1 by x power 3 by 4. 3 by 4, 1 by x power 1 by 4. This and this will come here. Limit extends to 0 plus, which is x power 1 by 4 sine of 1 by x power 3 by 4 into 3 by 4. We all know it is becoming 0 and this is becoming 1 by 0, which is infinity, and sine of that will keep on oscillating between -1 to 1. But you can apply sandwich theorem properly and prove it is 0, even though this is oscillating into 0. That is, you can write sine 1 by x power 3 by 4 is between 1 and -1. Multiply with this, you'll get minus x power 1 by 4 less than x power 1 by 4 sine 1 by x power 3 by 4 less than x power 1 by 4. At 0, this is becoming 0, this is becoming 0. So I come to sandwich theorem, this also should become 0. You can even put equality also. Okay, so limit is 0. If it have got some negative power, it would have been limit doesn't exist, but as long as the positive, it doesn't matter. Is it okay for 86?
Yes, sir.
Basically, directly also, by x is there, otherwise, see, the limits are becoming very small. What about the function value? Also is very close to 0, near 0. Okay, so I'm going to erase. Is it okay? Okay, so anyway, I should have started in, I should have recorded in another platform. I'll end this and again immediately restart. You can join all of it because the next question I don't want to stop in between.